Is it me, or are there more anime starting this season than normal? Not that I'm complaining, other than the high number of shows I need to watch to get these previews ready, I welcome any new stories and new characters to have fun with over the next 3 or 6 months. It's like a huge reset button has been pressed on my anime schedules, and I just need a few weeks to get my bearings again. Here's hoping I can help you make more sense out of a new season than I can. As I take a look at 4 new series starting with spring in the 2017 Spring Anime Preview, from a different perspective. Welcome to a dark and sinister world of Fukuzo Moguro, a wandering salesman who is able to solve any of the many first world problems with a solution that is often more dangerous than it needs to be. Welcome to the world of a Laughing Salesman. The first episode, and presumably all other episodes, features 2 tales of caution. Part 1 is about an office worker who is bored with his unexciting lunches. A colleague suggests that they go to a special club that someone recommended him. They do and meet up with a Laughing Salesman, Fukuzo. He invites them to join him and the ladies here, which they do. An office worker is so besmitten by the experience, he is eager to return to a club after work finishes, only to find out the outside of excitement of lunchtime's visit, the truth is much less appealing. The second part of the episode is much more of a cautionary tale of limits. It's about an office lady who spends too much money on retail therapy. Our Laughing Salesman of Fukuzo gives us a special credit card, a card which has no limits, no interest, no repayments. Sounds good? The downside is that anything bought of it is repossessed without question. Now this isn't really a problem when buying items to relieve stress, but what about services? I'm going to leave that one with you to ponder on. The Laughing Salesman is a remake of a classic series of the same name from the late 80s. But it doesn't really matter as the visual style of a new series works on its own. I'm not sure this is a show that is one I'll keep up with, but could I be interested at least. You can check out The Laughing Salesman at Crunchyroll on Mondays. The show with the strangest name of the day is Rokudanashi Majutsu Koshi to Akashic Records, known in English as Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor. Or I'll just be calling it Bastard Magic Instructor to save my voice. Now this show has a whole lot to talk about, and I'll start with the most obvious thing that immediately draws the eye. Those uniforms. Just what were they thinking? I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the bare midriff look with a thigh-high stockings and short skirts motif they went with. I mean, man with certain taste after all. However, the use of suspenders and guards were just odd. It's a fetishistic choice you can only see from a light novel adaptation. And that brings us to our next topic, the plot. Now tell me if you've heard this one before. A prestigious magic school is disrupted by the appearance of a seemingly unwelcome weakling who does not at all belong at the school. He's challenged to a duel by a loud and violent female lead who is resoundingly beaten and modestly sexually harassed. Thankfully not all of it actually comes to pass this time. The new arrival is a teacher, not a student, and he doesn't win the duel. In fact, he doesn't win it much. He's a real slacker layabout and he doesn't give a damn about anything, he just wants a peaceful life. There appears to be a plot in the background as one of the main teachers in the school, the sexist Alika, is using all of her charm to get him a job and keep him there, even if others, and our teacher Claire, doesn't want him this way. Our main 2 female leads are the nice and cute Rumia, and our lead firebrand hot-headed hussy, Sistine. I have that best girlfriends vibe about them, even to level some locker room fanservice play. Again, not something I'm going to complain about on a superficial level, as long as it doesn't distract from any storylines. Bastard Magic Instructor will not be for everybody, and if any of what I've explained doesn't appeal to you, then I wouldn't recommend watching this, as it's all of it on steroids. It really doesn't hold back, but if you like a bit of fan service with your light novel adaptations, you can check this out again at Crunchyroll on Tuesdays. I go into most seasons with one standout anticipated series. This time I'm spoiled for choice as there's at least 4 or 5 shows that I'm almost certainly going to watch regardless, and this is a first. Clack Request, despite what you may or may not be thinking, has nothing to do with Sega's long-running Takozuka review-inspired RPG series, Sakura Wars. nor does it have anything to do with Clamp's very popular series about the card captor of the same name. Instead, it's the latest anime in PA Works series about working girls, not to be confused with Ladies of the Night, or indeed the girls from the show Working. If it's trying to follow the success of Hanasaku Iraha, a show which I really enjoyed, and Shirobako, a show which I really enjoyed, then Clack Request really does have a whole lot it needs to live up to. It's clear that the show will look very attractive, but will it play out as good as it looks? Straight away we're introduced to our heroine, Yoshino Kaharu. She's a country girl just out of college. Is trying to stay in a big city, but is not having much luck getting a job. It's plain to see that while she's nice, she's absolutely terrible at interviews. She's done amateur modelling in the past, and still being in the books of the agency pays off for her, as she receives a call from them offering her a job to be the queen of a tourist board of a small town. The problem is she doesn't read the small print, and ends up locked in a 1-year contract working as their representative advertising a boring little town as their chupacabra queen. So it's a show that has more in common with Hanasaku Iraha than it does with a more recent Shirobako, as with a girl arriving in a new town to do a new job rather than following a girl in a job with which she's already doing. With a little more than a light introduction to the town itself and its residents, as Yoshino tries her hardest to escape her fate. But you can tell that whilst they're more than a little crazy, the residents are nice and mean well. This cast of characters will grow on us as the series progresses, and we've still yet to meet the other girls who appear in the opening. Now let's be honest here, I was very unlikely to dislike Clack Request. It would need to have been a disappointment of monolithic proportions to get dropped. But after the first episode I definitely want to know where they go next. Join me in wishing Yoshino all the best in Maniyama on Wednesdays at Crunchyroll. Another of my anticipated shows this season is Seikano, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend Flat, a sequel to a show of the same name that aired in winter 2015. It should be noted that the title is flat as a musical notation. We're not just having a mean jab at the Sundara artist's expense. For those who don't remember, or didn't watch the first series of Seikano, it's the story of Tomoya Aki. He's an otaku who one day meets a stunning beauty on top of a hill. Floored by her presence, he's even more surprised when she approaches him in school the next day telling him he's in a class. It turns out Megami is little to no presence. She's very normal and is meant to be quite dull, but her normalcy is part of her charm if you ask me. And again, I am a fan of a normal girl stereotype. We also meet two of his other acquaintances. The first is Ariri Spencer Sawamura, a highly respected girl at school who is a closet otaku herself. She is also a highly popular doujinshi artist. The second is Utaha Kasumigaoka, a mysterious beauty of school. She is secretly a very successful light novel author, and like Ariri, likes Tomoya. She also really does not like Ariri, and their mutual feelings towards each other and Tomoya are a big part of the show's charm. We also have Tomoya's cousin, but of the four girls, she stands out the least, despite her wonderful teasing and the voice of Sayo Yagi. Season 2 looks to be more of the same. Episode 0 starts out pretty much the same way as Season 1, more teasing shots of the girls, with Tomoya supervising and being flirted with from more angles than he can pay attention to. It's a harem comedy, but intelligently written harem comedy with some real likeable characters. As is usually the case with sequels, you already know if you're going to watch this or not. If you do, it's streaming on Amazon Prime, or Amazon's Anime Strike service in the US on Wednesdays. And as before, there go another 4 series I've looked at. For a start, today was a good day for shows. I enjoyed all 4 of today's anime, and whilst I'm not sure I'll be keeping watching all of them, I can honestly recommend all 4 if you're interested in this kind of stuff. I'll have some more anime previews in a few days' time to sink your teeth into, but for now, please remember to like and subscribe as ever. Be sure to support the legal streams of the videos as well. Thank you very much for watching, have a wonderful day, bye bye.